Debtor Advisory Canada is a company created to provide true representation for debtors across Canada who are experiencing financial difficulties. We are a leader in the debt management industry, providing innovative, progressive debt reduction and debt elimination solutions. Our unique private debt consulting firm solely represents the debtor's interests and encourages avenues which allow the debtor to make informed, timely, logical, family-oriented decisions in retiring their debt. Consumers can take advantage of the solid 9 years of success the founders of the company have enjoyed in restructuring debt for both individuals and small businesses. Since 2000, our experience has successfully helped over 2,400 clients with debts totaling approximately $1 billion. Our company's successes have been written about in a variety of newspapers and television programs. Over the years, we have trained many professionals with backgrounds and experience in a variety of fields: accounting professionals, investment advisors, mortgage brokers, and insurance agents in our offices across the country. Remember when Air Canada was struggling and facing bankruptcy? They hired lawyers to work out deals with all of their creditors to reduce their debt, keep their assets, and continue their business. Similar techniques and others are available to consumers when their debt servicing ratios become unmanageable. We provide programs to reduce debt and stop collectors' phone calls. We work in the interest of the client to ensure the creditors will accept to a mutually satisfactory solution. In the restructuring process, we often see that a small percentage of the debt is repaid, usually over a 24 to 36 month period, without interest, bankruptcy, or borrowing more money, and without mortgaging the future, going into foreclosure, or forfeiting assets. So why should you work with us and not other companies in the industry promising to help you? Because the debt management industry is not a level playing field. The debtor has no representation when they fall behind on their payments. Consumers who are struggling must understand the function of their creditors' representatives, the people who get paid to recoup the money owed to the creditors. These companies are collection agents, OPD credit counselors, non-profit credit counselors, independent credit counselors, and bankruptcy trustees. These people do not look after your interests, but rather the interests of the creditor. Although you may pay minuscule fees to some credit counselors, it is the creditors who are directly or indirectly funding their businesses. Bankruptcy trustees are officers of the court, working for the benefit of the creditors and provide no trustee-debtor confidentiality. Trustees do not dispense advice to the debtor that would be to the detriment of the creditor, for doing so would be a conflict of interest for them. Non-profit credit counseling societies are virtually glorified collection agencies who are created by the credit grantors, your Visa, your banks, and other credit card companies. You will pay 100% of the principal and some of the interest with their credit counseling and budgeting advice. Independent credit counselors are debt pooling agencies who collect 100% of the principal and some interest, then take a percentage of your payments for their expenses. The more they collect, the more elaborate their fees are. The above-mentioned companies operate collection systems that do not benefit the client rather than the creditor or the counselors themselves. Their focus is to obtain the advantage for the creditors they directly or indirectly represent. So just how successful are we with a typical client? We can arrange for $80,000 to be reduced to $20,000 with monthly payments of $555 per month for 36 months. No creditor will be able to harass them, sue them, lien their property, or garnish their wages. All the pressures vanish. The debtor is no longer a burden to our health or legal systems. They are able to focus on their jobs and their families. Their $1,500 monthly deficit has now become a $500 cash surplus every month. We begin creating an emergency fund and help build savings and investments. A negative net worth is soon turned into a positive net worth. How do we do this? It is a company's mandate to act as the debtor's advocate and work solely in the interest of the debtor. It is our debt advisor's directive to inform you of your rights and make sure they are respected. Our private consultations will provide a step-by-step debt elimination program that will rescue you from your indentured servitude and in most cases provide immediate debt relief. You will no longer be alone with your problems. We will be with you in every step of your restructuring program. Our programs operate with transparency and there are no hidden fees. We make things relatively simple for the consumer to understand. There comes a time when a consumer will get tired of trying to support overwhelming debt and ask themselves, who is more important, my creditors or my family? With this new perspective, taking the proper steps necessary to effect change becomes easy. Our debt advisors also have access to a vast range of professionals who we may consult or refer you to under special circumstances with your permission. Your confidentiality is very important to us and is protected at all times. The cost of our services will depend on both the problems you are experiencing and your ability to pay. Our initial consultation is completely free. If we can help you, we will quote you a fee structure that will work with your current budget. If you decide to proceed based on the information we have provided, we will continue the process of creatively restructuring your financial situation. How long this process will take depends on the way you are currently structured with your assets and your liabilities. Typical debt reduction and debt elimination plans can last anywhere from several months to 5 years, but as soon as you join one of our programs, you will be protected. The darkness will turn to light.